Welcome once again. This time I'm going to do a video game review. My first video game review. And I know, a lot of other channels do this sort of thing, but hey, we all have our own opinions on games and what we like and what we don't like. So, here's my opinion. And today I'm going to review Super Mario 3D World. I know it's been out for a few months, but I actually had wanted to play through the game, the entire game, so I can give you a full review on it. So, this game is really good, I have to say. The game has really good multiplayer, really good single player too. And if you can't get together with friends, it's a really good game to play by yourself. But if you have some friends over, it's a really good party game as well as a really good side-scroller. Well, 3D side-scroller in a sense. It's, of course, called 3D World. But it's a really good game, and I think each player is different enough that you're able to enjoy it in whichever way that you want. So Mario, for example, is a more well-rounded character. He's easy to control. Luigi jumps higher. Certain areas you need to be able to jump. And Toad runs faster than the others. So if you're more into like speed running, or certain levels require you to be really fast, so Toad's really good at that. And Princess Peach float. Hey, yes, Princess Peach actually is a playable character in this for once. She hasn't been a playable character since the American Super Mario Bros. 2, or if you played Super Princess Peach on the DS, which I didn't. I didn't own a handheld until the 3DS. So, of course, since Princess Peach is a playable character, she's not kidnapped. How about that? Something different for once. Yes, she is actually a playable character, and she handles very well. A little bit slower than the others. I usually use her. Her floating ability really helps out in certain areas, and that's where I think the game really shines, is the level designs. A lot of these levels are very different from each other. Some of them have a scrolling stage that gets pretty quick. Some you have to climb up on walls using the cat suit. Yes, a cat suit. How about that? You transform. PETA doesn't want you skinning cats. But the level design and the way that the levels are different really helps make the game as great as it is. And I think that Nintendo is really good at making games that fit their platforms, fit their systems. The Wii U gamepad, yes, there are a couple of instances where you blow into it to affect the background and the foreground, or you use the stylus pen to find hidden blocks, and that's what I think is really cool. The gamepad is pretty integrated into the game. Also, going back to the level design, a lot of the levels are very fun, and some are pretty difficult. They're pretty tough, especially later on, because not only do you have your regular levels where you fight Bowser, you also have these special levels, kind of like the Star Road in New Super Mario Bros. Wii or New Super Mario Bros. U. And if you play Super Mario 3D Land on the 3DS, you also have a couple special extra worlds. And I think those special worlds really add a new challenge to certain levels, because some of the levels in the extra world are kind of redesigns of previous levels, but they're made more difficult. Like there's a couple of levels where you only start with 100 seconds. If you ever watch Proton John, you'll get a laugh out of that the first time you see it. And so that sort of thing really adds the difficulty of it. Not to mention certain levels, I don't want to give away too much because you should play it yourself. This is definitely a buy if you have a Wii U. If you don't have a Wii U, that's too bad. You should get one. There's plenty of games coming out. If you like the Donkey Kong games, you got Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. Smash Brothers is coming out this year. You know that's going to be good. Super Mario 3D World is a great addition to that. Not to mention, this year is also the new Mario Kart coming out. So I think this is a good chance to buy a Wii U, first to play Super Mario 3D World, and then to get the rest of the games coming out. Now, as far as New Super Mario 3D World, one of the only downsides to this is it's kind of easy to get confused where you are, especially when you're jumping off enemies and getting thrown off and falling to your death. Luckily, it's really easy to gain lives in this game. It is really easy, and you even get more than the standard 99. And trust me, you're going to need those towards the later levels, especially if you play the single player. Oh, and if you get the very, very, very last level, man, that is tough. Oh, that is so tough. If you get to it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And this is also kind of like the collector style as well, is to get to that final stage, you have to complete certain things to it. I'm not going to tell you what it is. Play it for yourself and find out. And it's really like, how do I want to say this? A good collector's mindset of, oh, if you want to get this, you have to complete all these other things. And it's good for completionists who have to do every single thing. It's a really good game for that. But as far as that last level, you need friends. You need friends. I tried doing this solo. You can't do it solo. If you could do it, post a video response to show me how you did it. Because I've tried numerous times, at least a dozen times, maybe even close to 20 times. And it just gets frustrating trying to do it solo. And I can't do it. I can't do it. Oops. But this game is really good. Other than that, and this is a great game for friends to play. You can kill each other and be a jerk about it, but here's the thing. Unlike Super Mario Brothers Wii or you share your lives in this game. So you can't be a total jerk and just kill everybody, because you're basically screwing yourself over as well. So that's all I have to say about this. This is a really good game. Probably going to do some more game reviews, and look forward to those. Probably not going to be as great as this game was. I don't like doing the whole out of 10, out of 5, whatever. It's just my opinion. I think it's really good. Check it out. So, until my next game review, and until my next videos, take care. Alright? Later.